how to increase your occupancy by tapping into Airbnb's profitable algorithm. Be sure to stay tuned to the end of the video because I'm going to be giving out a massive tip on how I actually drove my occupancy from 30 to 40% when I was starting out Airbnb to all the way to 80 to 90% on all my properties. Many people don't know this, but Airbnb is algorithmic, just like Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. The more likes and views and clicks your listing gets, the more revenue you will bring to your business. And this all starts by having good reviews and setting up your listing properly. If you're in the Airbnb space, but especially if you're a beginner to Airbnb, watch this video entirely through so you can figure out how to bring more income to your property. The Airbnb's algorithm is a lot simpler than you actually think. Many people think that they can list their property on Airbnb and that it's gonna run itself just like creating a new Facebook profile online. But I'm here to tell you that that is a myth and that's not true. And if you're under that impression in 2025, your Airbnb property is not going to do well. Whenever you're a beginner and you're listing your Airbnb for the first time, they have their 3-day promotional price, which means new people who just list their property will get 3 discounted stays when they list their property. So whenever anyone goes into the search page and searches your property will be given at a 20% discount. Airbnb does this on purpose to increase your algorithm and to push your listing into their so-called explore page. You have to think about it from the platform's perspective. It's in their best interest to help you get more bookings because they make money the more you make money. They actually take a 3% haircut off every single transaction that comes into your bank account through a reservation. So if you're doing well and if you're a good reputable host and you're listing those properties correctly, Airbnb will reward you by increasing and driving your property to the top of their so-called explore page. So here's how to hack the algorithm the right way. The best and fast way to get more bookings is to tweak your pricing. The only 2 ways to tweak your pricing is through dynamically tweaking your pricing, which is, if you don't know what this means, I made another video on explaining an entire process on how to dynamically run and discount your properties to increase occupancy to drive more bookings. So go watch that one. I'm going to drop the link in the description or somewhere on this screen so you can click on that. And the second most important way is to operate and use multi-day discounts. What this means is that Airbnb is going to give you an option, discount your days and incentivize more people to book, which means if someone books a 7-day booking, they will actually get a bigger discount than the 4-day, the 3-day, and the 2-day, and the 1-day. Now, what does multi-day discounts mean? Multi-day discounts is a feature that Airbnb gives you that allows you to discount the more days that someone booked, the bigger the rate and the promotion that you can give to them. For example, you can write it up in a way where if someone books 1 day, they'll get a certain discount off their stay. If someone books for 2 days, they can get a bigger discount on their stay. If someone does for 3 days, they can get finally a larger discount per their stay. The formula I like to go by is the 7-day discount rule, which is I'm only going to be allowing to discount for 7 days consecutively in a row, which means day 7 starts at normally 12 to 15% discount. Then day 6 will go down to a 10% discount. Day 5 will go down to an 8% discount. Day 4 will go down to a 6% discount. 3 will go down to 4%. 2% will be a 2-day discount. And if someone books for 1 day, they obviously won't get a discount. This entire formula is the best formula to use to do multi-day discounts. And this has been very, very successful for me in driving my occupancy up higher. And this incentivizes the average person who is normally thinking about booking for 1 or 2 days to consider on increasing their stay to 4 or 5 days to get a larger discount on their reservation. So in turn, will increase your occupancy. The most important thing is going to be photos as well. This is super important because perception is reality. In every business, the way you look, the way you dress, the way you act, first impression is last. And the same thing comes with your property. If I'm scrolling and looking through properties in Dallas, Texas, and I'm searching and I'm seeing hundreds and hundreds of results, why would I book yours versus the other person's right next door? And it really just comes down to pictures. It's the first thing someone can visually see about your property. Your pictures need to be enhanced. They need to be edited to showcase all the amenities in the house. Your amenities should be part of your cover photo because this is the most important picture and frame for your property. People don't give a shit about the beds, the couches, and the chairs as much as they do about gazebo sets, pool tables, ping pong tables, or a pool. If you have a pool, that should be the front-facing picture. That is what people care about. When you go to the gym, you don't care about the dumbbells and the weights at the gym. Most likely, the biggest reason why anyone would be booking a membership with a particular gym is because of their amenities. That's the first thing I look at in a gym membership, is do they have a sauna? Do they have a pool? Do they have a cold plunge? I don't give a shit about the weights because every gym has weights. This is a way for you as an Airbnb host to stand out when every other person is going to be taking average pictures of a house. What ties the space in with your home? What ties the space in with your property that's going to make it stand out from other people's properties? Guys, another tactic that I like to use in my photos is in the cover photo, the front-facing picture of the Airbnb listing, I like to combine 3 to 4 of the biggest amenities or attractions of the property and combine it into one image. I will take that image and draw a unique border around it. And here's what I'm talking about. So last month during Christmas time, every single person was looking for a place to host their families at, because normally people have to travel all over the place to visit family, to go back to their houses. So a lot of people actually book Airbnbs to meet together in the middle somewhere as a common middle ground to host a nice family Christmas at. The way I got more bookings in my program for all of my students and I is we did unique Christmas cover photos for each and every single listing that we had. That means for every single cover photo that we had images on, we did a unique Christmas border around it so that it would stand out compared to other images on Airbnb, because every single cover photo on Airbnb looks the same. How can we come out and stand out and psychologically help other people target and choose our listing compared to other hosts? This is a very eye-catching technique that drives more clicks to your listing. More clicks will equate to more views, will equate to Airbnb thinking that your listing is more popular than other people, which will drive your listing higher in the algorithm compared to other listings, which will drive your bookings and make you more revenue. It's that simple. Photos are super important. Do not sleep on them. Find a good photographer that specializes in Airbnb photos and enhance editing. And I even go as far as to edit all of my pictures to make them look very, very nice. All you need to ask your photographer is to edit your pictures magazine style to make it look much more appealing and effective.